You think your dog trusts you just because you feed them. But what if I told you, real trust isn't built that way? What if the way you interact with your dog every single day is either strengthening your bond or quietly breaking it? And the scariest part? Most dog owners have no idea they're doing it wrong. Because trust, for a dog, isn't automatic. It's earned. And if you do these 5 simple things, your dog won't just love you, they'll choose you every single time. But the first one is where most people unknowingly fail. You see, dogs don't understand love the way humans do. They understand safety. And safety comes from consistency. If your reactions change all the time, if one day something is allowed and the next day it's not, your dog gets confused. And confusion creates anxiety. Maybe you let them jump on you when you're in a good mood, but push them away when you're tired. To you, it feels normal. To your dog, it feels unpredictable. And when a dog can't predict you, they can't fully trust you. But what happens when they finally start understanding your patterns, and then suddenly, you change again? That's where the second mistake quietly destroys trust. Ignoring their communication. Your dog is always talking to you, just not with words. The way they look at you, the way they move, even the way they avoid eye contact. It all means something. But most owners miss it. When your dog turns their head away, it's not disrespect. It's discomfort. When they yawn in a tense moment, they're not sleepy. They're stressed. And when you ignore these signals, or worse, punish them, your dog learns one thing. You don't understand me. And that feeling creates distance. But here's the part most people never realize. When a dog feels misunderstood for too long, they stop trying to communicate at all. And when that happens, you lose something far deeper than obedience. You lose connection. Now here's where things get even more powerful. Because the third thing that builds trust is something most people think they're already doing right, but they're not. And it changes everything. Calm energy. You might think your dog needs excitement, loud praise, constant stimulation. But what they truly need is emotional stability. Dogs read energy better than words. If you're anxious, they feel it. If you're frustrated, they absorb it. If you're calm, they relax. That's why sometimes your dog listens better to someone else, even a stranger. Not because they love them more, but because that person feels predictable, safe. And when your dog feels safe, they trust deeper. But what happens when your dog starts depending on you and you're not emotionally present? That's where the fourth mistake creeps in. Breaking promises. Now you might not think you're making promises to your dog, but you are. Every routine, every walk, every signal you repeat becomes an expectation. If you grab the leash, they believe they're going outside. You call their name. They believe something meaningful will happen. But when those expectations are repeatedly broken, you call them and ignore them. You signal something and don't follow through. Your words lose value. And slowly, your dog stops believing you. But here's the twist most people never see coming. When your dog stops trusting your signals, training becomes harder. Recall weakens, and even simple commands start failing. Not because your dog is stubborn, but because you've unintentionally taught them not to rely on you. Now the fifth one. This one is different. This is where trust turns into something deeper. Attachment. And it comes from one powerful habit. Presence. Not just being around your dog, but actually being with them. No phone, no distractions, no divided attention. Just you and them. Because to your dog, those quiet moments mean everything. Sitting next to you, walking beside you, making eye contact. These are the moments where trust locks in, where your dog feels, this is my human. But here's something most people never think about. When those moments are missing, your dog doesn't stop loving you, but they start feeling alone. And a dog that feels alone will look for connection elsewhere, or withdraw completely. Now imagine this, a dog that feels understood, safe, emotionally connected, and fully trusts you. That dog doesn't just listen, they respond. Just follow. They choose you. If this is changing how you see your dog, hit like and subscribe, because what you're about to understand next will completely transform your relationship. Because trust isn't built in big moments. It's built in the small ones, the ones you repeat every single day, the way you react, the way you respond, the way you show up. And once your dog truly trusts you, you'll notice something incredible. They start watching you differently, following you more closely, checking in with you, even without being called. Not out of fear, not out of habit, but out of connection. Because your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating. And the moment you understand that, is the moment everything changes.